a smart man would do, we turn the ground blind around. So we had a shooter whitetail, we had a shooter mule deer, small mule deer, a bunch of bucks walked behind us. So we'll see. I'm going for my first mule deer or a really good whitetail, either way. So I'm not picky, we know this. So stick with us. I got Kat behind the camera and she's gonna see what she can do. I've taught her so well. I know she's gonna do great. So stick with us. We got the animals close, just not the right target species. We would have had way more stakes than we would have with a deer, though. But I don't think Doug Klein would be too happy with us. So I think our night's pretty much over. Sayonara. Going down. How far is that?
Well, that was very unexpected. We had some white-tailed does and a couple small bucks in front of us. We had a lot of movement tonight. A lot of deer were moving. And this buck came in and started raking this yucca about 25 yards away right behind this tree. I was able to get pulled back on him, and he stopped there and looked at me. I thought it was he's 24 yards shot, and I pulled it left. It hit him in the front shoulder pretty far forward. It broke his shoulder. He ran off down here about 100 or 80 yards. He was limping really bad. He bedded down for a few minutes, and we could hear him coughing, so I'm pretty sure we got at least one lung. And we found the arrow. It only went in about 8 or 9 inches is my guess. There is good blood on it. From the video, we'll have to go back to town, review it, and decide what our game plan is. I hope we find him soon. Stay tuned for more coming in hot. Well, last night we had one come in on us from behind, and I made a shot, and it was a little bit far forward. It was getting close to dark, so we decided, we didn't find good blood right away, so we decided to leave him overnight. Reviewed the footage. I'm really glad we did leave him. So far, we've blood trailed him about 300 yards through the creek system. He's running uphill, which makes me nervous. We got blood in this cane field here, so we're gonna keep following up here, and hopefully we can come across this buck soon. Right there. Let's go get our hands on this one. What a nice buck. He's got little brows. He's going to be a 4x6 if we're going to count these brows. He's just a real nice, mature mule deer for out here. We're out here back on the family farm. I've got my cousin Cole behind the camera here. It's been kind of an up and down season. This guy came in last night at 24 yards. We were on the ground, and I was able to get drawn on him. It wasn't the prettiest thing. I was crunching leaves and stuff. He picked his head up. I leaned around the tree and let one fly. Might have punched the release a little too hard. I pulled it left, hit him a little forward. We saw him bed down once and cough a little bit, so I was hoping for sure we got one lung. And let him sit overnight. Came out after him this morning. He only went about another 350 yards, and I'm just happy as could be. This is a great deer.
There's a buck out there with all those does. He looks pretty tall, so hopefully he comes our way. Well, he's coming. Give us an opportunity at least. He's a 4x4. Yeah, he's for sure coming.
Meh. Meh. Meh.
Stay on it. I'm just gonna run that opening.
Meh.
Stay on it. It's back. Oh, there's still. Well, I know the shot is a touch back. He didn't mule kick though, so hopefully all that kinetic energy messed some stuff up in him. So we're gonna give him a lot of time, and it's my first mule deer ever that ever had an opportunity at. So I was shaking for sure. You'll see on the cover. I was nervous for sure. So it was just a touch back. So we'll give him time, let him bed down, and go from there. So fingers are crossed. Man.
Well guys, here he is. The shot was a tad back, so like every good hunter does, we let him go, bed down, 4 or 5 hours, came back, looked for blood, and we found actually pretty decent blood. So we walked up there, found him. He's a good 4x4. He's my first mule deer. He's in my home state of Kansas, and it's my first deer with a crossbow. That intercept crossbow did amazing.